This is WizardShack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
Hey, what's up? We're live. Oh, wow, this is kind of cool. We're on Kick for the first time worked. So we're on Kick. We're on kick.com.
What is that? Some like right-wing version?
No, it's more like a Twitch alternative. That's what I noticed.
What was the other one that was like the right-wing version of Twitch?
We're on that too, Rumble.
Okay, yeah.
Don't really get any play on that. And then I think there is others and shit. I mean, that's the funny thing about that Rumble thing is it's, you know, it was all this like right-wing version, but it's owned by fucking BlackRock. The people who own like every other company own that.
Well, they know their audience. I mean, you can just.
Oh, I spoke too soon. The Kick thing crashed or something. I don't know. That always seems to happen. That whole system is like fucking weird. I don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get it to work.
For a few streams now, we were trying to do Kick.
I've been trying to do it for a couple, the last like 4, and it just every time I click it, it doesn't work.
Their infrastructure
I don't know what's up.
Still not good. You know, they're some relatively new type of shit.
Everything's going wrong with that. It's all going wrong.
You have every honor that a man could have. You've got almost Oscars. No. No Oscar. No Oscars.
The winner is Woody Allen for Annie Hall.
Thank you for doing this.
I know how to make movies. I went to film school. I have a knack for it. I studied it very well and practiced, and I know what I'm doing.
This.
I'm surprised he didn't do his research because that's the guy from what's that shit?
Charlie Rose.
Yeah, Charlie Rose. I've watched a lot of his interviews. He gets really good guests. A lot of them are either film or music.
Well, speaking of film, I saw Civil War. Yesterday. I liked it. I actually liked it a lot.
Who directed that?
Alex Garland. And I have to say, I'm a big fan of Alex Garland. I think that could be why I like it more than a lot of people. I just like this guy's movie. Or I'll show you. I'll bring up his IMDb and you'll kind of realize why it's familiar. Yeah, Alex Garland, he's done Ex Machina, Men, Annihilation. He wrote 28 Days Later. He wrote he's kind of more of a writer.
So he started off as a screenwriter?
Yeah, but he's become like a director because he's directed this, Ex Machina.
Men. Was it good?
It's weird. It's I liked it, but I think it's a lot about symbolism and it's kind of a strange movie.
What's it about, like doppelgangers?
No, I think it's about like fertility and shit, and it's really hard to explain that, but like that's something about this movie.
Because I remember seeing the trailer, and it was hard to tell what the fuck's going on. There was like a priest and like a bunch of people, but they all look like the same British guy.
Yeah, it's just the one actor who is good. That guy is good. But yeah, it's like a woman who goes on a solo vacation in English countryside, and like she has like a mental breakdown.
But isn't it after some tragic event like?
Yeah, her husband gets killed, but I think she wanted to have a baby. It's like that's why I kind of have to say like that whole movie is like a symbolism of fertility.
And there's like Willem Dafoe movie with Charlotte Gainsbourg.
Yeah, a little bit. I know what you're talking about.
With the guy who did Pie and the
Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah,
it's good. There's some.
It's actually a lot like that. You're talking about Mother, that movie Mother?
No, it's
it reminds me of that movie Mother actually more than anything else.
Well, you're on IMDb. Just hit him up real quick. I think it's not The Exorcist. The fucking Antichrist.
Ah, okay, yeah. But yeah, man, this movie. I would give this like an 85, like an 8.5 out of 10. I actually really liked it. It's really fucking tense.
Popcorn.
8, I guess out of 10, 8.5 bags of popcorn.
8 bags of popcorn.
8 bags of popcorn, 3 sodas.
Half, yeah. Their scoring system was so like confusing and convoluted. It really was hard to tell the fuck they really felt about anything.
Yeah, this movie is. I'm not going to give anything away just because I don't want to give anything away. But I really liked it. It's
you can give spoilers. I don't think I'll watch it.
I don't think I want to give spoilers, man. No, you should. What's up, Flex? No, I think you should watch it. You would like it, man. It's a really realistic movie. It's a very tense movie. Like the realism is awesome in it. I think that's what's kind of cool about it. It's about like photographers that are on the scene of the Civil War. The Civil War, by the way, is like not really explained. It's just like you're in the Civil War and you're following these, photographers and journalists that are trying to get to they're trying to get to DC, and Philadelphia is closed, so they start off in New York. Philadelphia is like fucked up. They don't really explain why, so they have to go all the way to Western Pennsylvania and down to get to DC.
We know why.
Could be, yeah. I mean, hey, we know why. We've been to Philadelphia. Yeah, but
Wall Street.
Yeah, this movie. I liked it a lot because it does make you. It makes you think. I know a lot of people are trying to point this against a certain side politically. I didn't really see that. I mean, I saw it. But
if you think a movie called Civil War is not going to get political,
Yeah, but they kind of like, I don't know. It's murky because each side in this, there are two sides. There is the California and Texas, the Western Front, versus the other United States, and then even like there's pockets of places that are like trying to like secede too, like Florida and other things. So they don't really, and then California and Texas, come on, in our reality, that's really different, type areas. But so it's kind of like fantasy-ish with that, but both sides are wrong, man. Like both sides are wrong. Like you're seeing like the terribleness on both sides. It just, I kind of think this is a warning about like, with all our division here, like if there was a Civil War, it'd be fucking awful. This is like, at its heart, this is an anti-war movie, and it felt like a Vietnam movie. That's what I thought with this movie. It reminded me of Full Metal Jacket, like Full Metal Jacket a lot. I don't know how to like. That's the thing that I kept thinking about.
Yeah, it reminds me of this Harmony Korine book where Vanilla Ice and who's the guy who did Can't Touch This? MC Hammer both lead armies against each other.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I think it's called like a day at the race riots or something.
Yeah, and so this movie, it starts off in New York, and Kirsten Dunst is the main character. And by the way, I don't know who I have to look this up. I don't know who like the other guy is in this, but everyone in this movie was excellent. Yeah, Warner Mara, this guy was really good, standout. And same with this guy who was in the first Dune, who I know he should have been.
Mora, I've never seen him before.
He looked familiar, but I'd say he was really good in this movie. He was a very big standout. So basically, Kirsten Dunst is this photographer. She's like a war photographer. So she has all this like baggage of seeing all this terrible shit, which was like kind of cool because she's got these flashbacks to like terrible crap.
She's got like other baggage too.
She's like a war photographer, so it could have been like Rwanda or somewhere else where she's seeing all this terrible shit. Yeah. It's funny. I was looking at my thumbnail, and I was like, "Oh man, she looks." I'll show you this here. She looks worn, man. Look at her here.
Yeah, but she's still good.
Yeah, I know. She like
not the
used
most
to look
flattering
like
picture in the world either.
She used to look like Sydney Sweeny, and now she's kind of worn. So maybe Sydney
Sweeny would be lucky to have that kind of career.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So she's a photographer, and they're trying to get to DC to get this first interview with the president because he's kind of locked away, and it's been 16 months since he's talked. So that's kind of their journey. And this young girl, she goes along with them, and there is a weird. I mean, at the surface level, I think most idiots won't realize there's a weird twist to this. I think I realized it.
Like, is it like some?
That's what I'll say.
Based off of somebody.
He feels like Trump, and that's where I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, these are making Trump like." Yeah, he feels like Trump, but he also feels like every other president scumbag that there is. I don't know. Like,
well, that's good. That'll get everybody ready for him getting elected, and then the Civil War right after it.
Yeah, I mean, this didn't feel like this, programming like that other movie did. Oh. Yeah, like that other movie felt like programming that Leave the World Behind.
Where all our technology fails and there's that.
Yeah, this didn't feel like that.
Their, nipples out or something. You said
This didn't feel like that at all. And basically just following these photographers. And I have to say, these photographers, it's crazy because, and then you can look this up. There are these real photographers that will follow like war shit, and it's basically like they're like right behind the fucking soldier taking photos, like almost getting killed. So it's a very tense movie
during Vietnam.
Yeah, and like the Vietnam. That's why I think it reminded me of that.
Crazy because they were showing like insane, awful shit, like women carrying around like dead babies and like people getting covered in napalm and their skin melting, and this was like basic cable.
Yeah, and that was happening, man, and
then, what's funny is like there was
those photographers were getting killed too. Like they were getting killed.
At the same time, there was like all this shit about how metal music and like violence in movies were impacting people. Meanwhile, that kind of imagery is more intense than anything I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, this movie was very, very violent. And Jesse Plemons has a part, the husband of Kirsten Dunst. He's got a part that was really good, very tense, incredibly tense. Like that scene alone was just like.
I'm trying to think what I know him from. Oh, from what's that reboot of?
He's in a bunch of stuff.
No, the Coen Brothers shit.
Oh, was he in?
I thought he was in one, like several seasons. I thought
he's in Black Mirror. Black Mirror.
That shit that's in like Canada or whatever the fuck.
I don't know. With the Coen Brothers?
No, it's like based on one of their movies.
Oh, Fargo. Yeah. He is in Fargo.
They're both in that shit.
Yes, they're both in that. Yeah.
He's also in this newer thing that came out with Elizabeth Olsen. And
as much as you think North Dakota is in Canada, it is in the United States.
You know what's funny about that is like all these people are complaining that him hooking up with Elizabeth Olsen was unrealistic, and then in the comments everyone's like, he's married to Kirsten Dunst, right?
Yeah, and he's on that hardcore Ozempic now. Have you seen what he looks like now?
No, but he must be hung like a mule.
Maybe. I don't know. I think she's kind of like. I'll say I think she's kind of like cool. I get that vibe that she's cool.
Who?
Like Kirsten Dunst. I get that vibe that she's like. It's like in the Curb Enthusiasm where it's like like that integrity when it's like a good looking guy dating a bad looking woman. I think she's got that integrity. But yeah, look at Jesse Plemons in this photo with there's some Ozempic going on here.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about Ozempic, and it's it's all these older women that I work with talking about it constantly. I thought they were talking about it just because they thought the song was funny. Ozempic.
I think it's it's because it does work, but I think it's gonna have some side effects that people don't realize, like kind of like that.
It's probably gonna be like Lay's chips where you get anal leakage.
Probably like a certain shot that came out not that long ago that might have been a little weird too. So
yeah.
Similar.
I've been feeling that. This is the first stream in a while where I haven't been coughing up my fucking lungs the whole time.
Yeah, I kept thinking I was gonna get it when you were coughing. I was thinking I was gonna get it.
No, I wouldn't have. That was like over a week, and I still had the cough.
No, yeah, I didn't have any effect from it, so all good. I knew you wouldn't do that either, so I would have done the same thing. If I felt like if I was actively like sick or something, I wouldn't really hang out or anything.
No, and
luckily
also,
I feel like
you don't even want to go out, period, because you risk getting sick again while you're already fucking sick, just from
exactly.
And I do like self-checkout shit when I go shopping, and I barely have contact with anything. It doesn't matter.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I still like don't have much contact with a lot of shit. This movie, by the way, for A24 did its best weekend.
Oh, this is A24.
Which isn't that high.
I didn't know that.
Only 20. This is A24. Yeah. And dude, A24 has done good shit. Like Iron Claw was A24.
Yeah, a lot of good shit. No,
I mean, this movie's good. I mean, it's good. It's a tense movie.
No, their track record is pretty solid.
And regardless of your side, regardless of your political side, This is a movie that I think this is like what's nice. First off, it makes you think, and second off,
Well, I don't know about that. That's strike one.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it makes you think, and second off, it has like something to say, which like like, look at like the King Kong Godzilla movie. It's got nothing to say. Doesn't make you think. You know what I mean? Like,
What are you talking about? King Kong is inherently a reference to nuclear warfare.
oh,
by
that's
his
Godzilla.
existence.
Godzilla, but
What did I say?
you said King Kong. But they're also,
yeah.
you know what? I will like
Okay,
take
so
that
King
back a little
Kong
bit.
is a reference to
There is something kind of cool in these movies. The American Godzilla King Kong thing. They're in the Hollow Earth, which is like a conspiracy topic, which I do like. So that's the one thing they're saying in that. That's kind of
yeah.
cool.
I remember,
But they don't fucking go into it cool. I don't know.
remember in the last King Kong Godzilla movie, they travel through like the Hollow Earth with one of the Scar brothers and Millie Bobby Brown, or the fuck her name is, that British girl from Stranger Things, and it's like a bunch of asteroids and stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, conceptually I like it. I just don't think they did all that.
It
great.
feels like
Still, it's not a movie that's making you think. It's not a movie that's actually saying anything. It's nice to see a movie that says something. I don't care if it's political. I don't think there is politics into this. I think, like I said, basically the big takeaway is like, if there is a civil war, it's going to be like, if there's going to be a civil war, it's going to be like incredibly bloody, terrible, not good for any side, and doesn't matter. Like a big part of this movie is
the basis of war is people dying. So
and on top of it, it's like kind of dying for nothing. Like a big part of it is like dying for nothing. Like you're dying for these politicians in fucking DC that don't fucking care about anything. Like that's Vietnam too. Like
and meanwhile,
died for all these fucking assholes.
If this was like the French Revolution or something, everyone would just be focused on killing them instead of everyone else. That's why I feel like kings and queens got phased out, because it's like way too easy to target them and just like wipe out their whole family tree and everything like that.
Yeah, but all in all, I'd say it's a good movie. I'd say you could watch this on TV, because it's not like
or VHS.
Yeah, we'll get a VHS copy of it. Yeah, copy it from Netflix to VHS and check it out. But it's good. Do like it. There is some political things to it that you might think, but I don't know. It's I don't know. The third act is fucking nuts. The third act is like all action and like pretty awesome and just tense. Yeah, I can't go in more with it than that, but just a great third act. You're kind of very tense.
Being a Canadian, what do you think of this as an outsider?
Yeah, what does a Canadian think of?
Are you just completely drunk on syrup? You don't even have an opinion.
Yeah, he's all hot. He's high on
hockey syrup. Playoffs. He's probably he doesn't even know what's going on.
But yeah, it's crazy seeing this is one thing that like I thought about this when I was watching this, because I don't consider myself a highly patriotic person, but to see like America, like I don't know,
not America.
Yeah, to see America destroyed
silent,
and even just certain places like fucked up, I did not like it.
Yeah, like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, like Dave and Buster's. Yeah, haven't seen the movie, but Civil War in the U.S. would be weird. Yeah, actually, speaking of that, this is not a spoiler, but speaking of that, when they start their trip to go to D.C., they stop off. It has to be somewhere in like Pennsylvania. That's just the vibe. Cool. First off, because they're going through Pennsylvania to go down to D.C., but they stop off at a gas station, and she says like, "I have $300. Can I get half a tank?" And the guy says, $300 to get you a fucking sandwich. And then she says, "No, it's $300 Canadian." He's like, "Okay, we got a deal." So kind of like
it's prepping us for our money to be absolutely worthless
in this
once
world
China takes over.
In this world, the dollar is completely devalued. So
But Mixoplex, who would you root for?
And then even this, what Mixplex says right here, most people wouldn't be involved; they just be living their lives. So that is a big topic of the movie, and I kind of think I'd probably fall into this. A big topic of the movie is there's all these people like that are just living their life and don't really care. They're like trying to pretend nothing's happening, and I understand that because that's just the way things are. They even go to a town where it's like it's like a town in Western Pennsylvania that they're like acting like nothing's happening. But then, like, meanwhile, on top of the roofs, there's still some guys holding guns and stuff. So it's like they kind of feel like nothing's happening, but they're still sort of in it, which is a good like metaphor. This movie has a lot of like thought to it. And I did like it, and it's Alex Garland. So I personally think there's a weird twist in this. I might be completely wrong, but
it turns out somebody's a robot.
No, it's something with the characters in the movie, and I mean, there's obviously there's things to it that are with my thought that are completely true, but then like I think my theory of things might be a little weird, but yeah, that's all I'll say. Because obviously this young girl that Kirsten Dunst takes along, you're seeing her in this photo here, and that was another cool thing is she's like a 23-year-old, but like she looks young, and I kind of like that a lot. Where you have someone who looks young, looks their age, but the kind of like this character is supposed to kind of represent Kirsten Dunst as a younger person, and
she doesn't look like her.
No, but just the idea of like she's a photographer, but she's only 23, and now Kirsten Dunst, who's obviously older.
Oh, the part, not the
the part. Yeah, the part. Yeah, just thematically supposed to reference her, and I think more than that. But that's all I'll say. But yeah, a good movie. Really liked it a lot. Civil War. We also just saw. I saw Dune with Lovitz for the. What do you think of Dune? Now that you had some days to digest Dune, Lovitz.
What I think of it?
Yeah.
I mean, at certain points, it's like visually, it's just like overwhelming. Like it's and with like the audio, it's like so intense.
Yeah, it's really intense,
especially on the lower end.
Yeah,
when like the drones are. I think I have the same opinion most people do. Zendaya is kind of mid and
it kind of looks like a Muppet.
Annoying.
Kind of looks like a Muppet, right?
But a particular person started saying I look like a Muppet.
Mm-hmm.
But what were you saying? But
the main, if I have one detraction, it's like we talked about it. Christopher Walken's just out of place in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that's the weirdest thing. I think it's
I just want anybody else, someone who's not that iconic or.
I do agree with that.
I don't know, not to say like distracting, but I mean,
you know what though? I'll say this. Maybe because we were younger and we didn't know, but you know how Christopher Lee is Saruman in Lord of the Rings? Do you think a lot of older people would think he's distracting? That's also what I was thinking about. Like, but is he the level of fame as Walken?
Like as soon as you hear it, like it's just like it's Walkenism, like it's it's hard to really
no, I
separate
totally
him from everybody else.
I totally get you. He does look old too, by the way. I don't think he's got much longer. I kept thinking like when you can look at someone and be like,
his hair was white in the movie. Is that how it really is, or it's just the part?
Yeah, that's how it really is. And I think he's just his face, man. You could, when someone in their eyes, like watching Curb, and you see Richard Lewis, like, you could see like, oh yeah, there's not long on this fucking guy. Like you can kind of tell.
Chalamet was all right. He didn't do anything to be too obnoxious or.
Yeah, dude. I kept thinking when I watched it for a second time, I realized there's only a few people that stand out as good actors in the movie, and it's It's Javier Bardem. It's probably the best part in the movie.
Yeah, but I thought when I first brought him up, you didn't realize he was in the movie.
I think because he like felt like that fucking character. Like he actually feels like that character so much. I can't even.
But he's good. He's in a lot of
can't
good
even,
shit.
like-
Obviously, No Country for Old Men, but he
I can't even.
he didn't even have a lot
separate
of
him.
lines in that.
To me,
But,
like that character is still
As
Guard.
far as like foreign films go, he's like a goat. Like he's in a lot of really good shit.
Yeah, he's
in
awesome.
This,
he's very good.
movie with Penelope Cruz and Scarlett Johansson. That's really good, and
Yeah,
you don't even have to have the sound on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the movie. Is that like Haman something?
It's sort of like the Seinfeld.
Haman.
Yeah, it's sort of
Rochelle.
like
From Minx to I know you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like a lesbian movie, but somehow he lucks into like having nonstop threesomes in some vineyard for a weekend.
But definitely in that movie, Javier Bardem stands out, and Rebecca Ferguson stands out a lot.
Yeah, Mommy Milker.
Yeah, she's fucking good.
I don't know if that's
in multiple ways.
I don't know if that's been memed out yet, but she's got this vibe of like, him and Chalamet are like doing stuff.
Yeah, maybe I could see that.
I feel like the first movie had that vibe even more because wasn't there a sequence when they're in the ship and they were gonna like rape her or something, and then they used their voice, command control stuff to say like "Don't rape me," but in like some muted Lynchian version,
yeah. And she's
got the guy like slit his throat and jumped up the ship or something, and they took over. But then they crash landed, and then that's when the second movie started.
Pretty much, yeah. I like when also she's got these face tattoos that remind me of Hakushi from 1995 WWF. I kept thinking, like, whenever I saw that on her, I kept thinking of that wrestler.
There's a lot of Samoans that wrestle.
No, he's Japanese.
You know why?
He's Japanese. This guy's Japanese.
Well, close enough.
But like all the
I kept
seeing her, and I was like thinking of that.
These are just like failed football players.
Oh, dude, a lot of them are. Yeah, the majority, especially going back to like the 70s and 80s. That was a big thing.
One
like
of the highest selling sports cards is The Rock in a Miami jersey with some Sports Illustrated clip out. And the reason why the Sports Illustrated rookies like Tiger Woods are so difficult is because they have perforations all across the edges, sort of like a stamp. You know, the edging where it's like in and out, like a puzzle piece.
Yeah. Also, I remember Lex Luger was he was a CFL player. He was that USFL player. So he had all these different little runs in like those little minor leagues. Honestly, man, it's crazy at how football is so liked here, and we don't have minor leagues. It's like insane. I mean, I know we do now a little bit, but like we should have minor leagues.
Well, they got rid of the G League for basketball because the NIL was instituted for college, so they could make money, and it really made it irrelevant. And also, nobody who went to the G League turned out to be very good, so it showed that their player development was flawed and pretty shitty. But I like Dune 2. I like the fact that it's called Dune 2.
Oh, it's Dune Part 2.
Whatever. I mean, nobody says part anymore.
And you like the little cameo by Anna Taylor-Joy.
There were definitely some funny parts in it.
Yeah, there
which
are.
I was surprised by.
It's funny when he's so like religious. All the super religious parts were kind of funny.
Yeah, that part's getting memed out. But there was another part before that me and the guy next to me on the left laughed at, which I was like, okay, somebody busts in here in a Joker mask,
What do you think of Austin Butler? You think Austin Butler was
good?
That
shit. I heard that the guy who did that shooting in the Joker mask was connected to
Yeah, he had FBI parents.
Yeah,
Or CIA,
and,
something like that. So,
no,
NSA,
the
something like
Pentagon.
that. Right. He was somehow connected to things, which is weird.
It was probably some government psyop test
He was
on.
getting MK Ultra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this, but Zuckerberg, he had
the
like
robot.
this weird. I don't know what you call it. It's like a queer eye for the straight guy type of thing, and he looks like Justin Timberlake in this shitty ass sci-fi movie where everyone's life is like time on their wrist and they like get scanned all. Did you see that movie? It's really fucking bad.
This is not. I'm not familiar with this at all. I mean, I remember he was in a bunch of shitty movies.
It was like Justin Timberlake's like big breakout role, and it's like this awful sci-fi movie with him and Amanda Seyfried.
It's called In Time.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad. I don't know who directed that, but
Yeah, it's somewhat awful. Well, this is another awful thing I gotta bring up here. Velma season 1.
Like Citizen Kane.
Velma is back. Velma is back. There's gonna be a season 2, and look at this. Look at these ratings here. Look at this atrocious ratings of 7% audience score.
Velma,
the Scooby-Doo TV show that doesn't have Scooby-Doo, race swapped Velma, race swapped Shaggy.
Yeah, I feel like we
No
talked about that a long ass time ago.
Just throw him out. No, it kind of didn't. It's only from last year, actually. But yeah, look at that. And then also on IMDb, look at this rating here. This rating on IMDb is terrible too. 1.6. There's very few that are at this level. 1.6 out of 10.
What do they do to Scooby? He's like some race.
He's just not in it.
Dog, and they're trying to like show his like dog.
No, he's literally just not in it, which is also like, why is he not in it? I don't know. Why would you have a Scooby-Doo show without him?
Because Scooby's too masculine.
I don't know. I it makes no sense why you wouldn't have Scooby-Doo in the show.
It just makes sense because dogs usually are related to men and cats are related to women, so I can see that.
Yeah, and then Mindy Kaling has defended the show, saying she doesn't care if people freak out about the show.
I hate her.
Look, I mean, isn't she so attractive too in this photo?
She looks like Amy Schumer in blackface.
God, it does. That's actually pretty accurate.
But a little bit more bloated.
She only promoted this show once too. She actually she had one tweet where she said, "I'm so excited for you to see this tomorrow." And she had all these other tweets that she deleted. She deleted all these tweets promoting the show. So I think she even knows this is shit.
Well, people can find deleted tweets. I found that out the hard way. It's called a screenshot.
But despite all that, it's been renewed for season 2, and I don't know why. I think this is very stupid because we knew that what is it? The Willow show got canned.
Yeah, I was just about to say
the same kind of thing.
Like Willow, where they paid for it to not get syndicated, and
well, that's where it shows you like
isn't there like a tax cut they can get if they never show it again? Then they're able to recoup some of the investment, right?
Well, it's just crazy because it shows you that like it's expensive to even keep a bad show. To keep a bad show, it's expensive. So the fact that they're keeping it around is like crazy. But yeah, no, there's other bad shows on HBO. Animals, yeah, tons of bad shows on there. The season 2 trailer dropped. I haven't seen the trailer, but apparently it's got more mystery and murder and meddling. Do you want to check out the trailer? Because I've not seen this.
Yeah, just make sure the Sentinels don't get us.
Yeah, HBO is a little weird with that. HBO might be one of those ones that looks for.
I don't mind getting taken down for certain content, but this is not one of it.
Let's take a look at this. Look at
at these downloads. Suggested videos on the right.
Yeah, you can see my right-wing suggested videos.
That British guy.
Paul Joseph Watson, PJW. Yeah.
He looks like he's about to, some scanners head explosion is about to happen.
Yep. And
that's a gift that we need to mix in. You know, like
the scanners one,
face melting from Indiana Jones.
Oh man, that makes me think. I don't think I've played that in quite a while.
My name is Velma Dinkley, and I caught my first serial killer. Did the experience change me? Yes. Being popular doesn't suck. Unfortunately, it has taught me nothing about teen romance.
You told Norval you loved him.
Do you really want to have a deep conversation about our feelings right now?
Yes.
Fine. Punch it, Fred.
You killed me, Norval.
My guilt is causing me to hallucinate.
Marijuana will cure them.
Zero side effects.
Oh, God.
A serial killer is targeting man.
If I don't solve this murder, who will?
Fred Jones, Spooky Stuff Hunter, is here. Yeah, I'm still doing that.
Whatever's brewing is even bigger than last time.
When you find someone you care about, lock them down ASAP.
This is official police business. So if we catch any of you investigating, you'll be in cuffs faster than a startup founder with a weird voice.
Ugh. Oh my God. All right. Shit. That's a lot to digest right there. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and downvote that. For sure. Holy shit. Why don't you have a fucking Scooby-Doo in the fucking show? Everyone knows this fucking show from Scooby-Doo.
That reminds me of Daria. Remember that shit from...
It's kind of like Daria mixed with Clone High. The animation style, at least, you know?
Yeah. I'll be back. I gotta... I need some water.
Yeah, they're taking Clone High down with it, man. That's what we're dealing with, man. Breaking new ground.
Lucasfilm logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but no title crawl. Oh well!
I applauded it for being different.
It broke new ground!
You have every honor that a man could have. You've got almost Oscars.
No.
No Oscar?
No Oscars.
The winner is Woody Allen for Annie Hall.
Thank you for doing this.
I know how to make movies. I went to film school. I have a knack for it. I studied it very well and practiced, and I know
Thank
what
you for
I'm
doing
doing.
this.
So we didn't do that this time. Cast a guy in the movie. Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby. It's Hollywood, baby.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Bullshit artist. 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 You, sir, are a horseshit artist. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit artist.
I'm just happy everyone got to see me. What the
Investigate 311.
Bullshit artist.
I'm not doing it. I don't even want to be around anymore.
What?
I don't want to be around anymore.
Fear, F-E-A-R.
F-E-R.
That stands for false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Romance, do you know what it stands for? It stands for relying on magnificent and necessary compatible energy. Relationship, RELATIONSHIP, that stands for really exciting love affair, turns into nightmare, sobriety hangs in peril. Have you ever known true love with a woman or a girl that was very romantic?
No, not true love, no.
You don't know how to have that. You don't know how to make that happen, do you?
What?
Finding a way to promote romance to a young woman and plant your weasel and let it squirt.
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
Come on, give me that booze, you little pumpkin pie hair-cutted freak. Come on.
Well, I went through all my clips.
Dude, that clip of like the reaction of everyone screaming after the, whatever, like Nerdy Black Guy said something. It's too much. It's too loud.
Too loud?
I don't know. I think you gotta get that one out of there. It's just like every time I'm listening to all of it, it's like EQ certain level, and that shit just blows my eardrums out.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you put that on us!
That's a good one.
That's a good one there. Speaking of good ones, speaking of very good ones, Sydney Sweeny getting judged. I don't know if you heard about this. Did you hear about this?
Well, I thought she was in some new horror movie where she plays a pregnant woman.
Yeah, Immaculate or something. Yeah, she's in some movie.
I don't think it's called Immaculate. I think
no,
it's called...
I'm almost positive it's called Immaculate.
Oh,
it's called Immaculate. I think she's a nun. She's a nun
in it.
But yeah, she's looking good. Yeah. So what came out?
Are they? Do we know? Are they real or fake?
They're real, dude. Come on, those are real.
So.
Yeah, those are real.
Does she have like a card or something that?
Like a big Natty's card or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's got a big Natty's card in her wallet. That's like a big Natty's card.
I mean, shit. If
you get pulled over, you get a big Natty's card.
I would pull that shit out like every time I bought something or if I got pulled over.
It's like she just shows the big Natty's card and she gets like free shit.
that sounds like a good like Chappelle Show skit or something.
Yeah. Those are good New York boobs right there. I don't know where she's from. But...
Did you ever see the Chappelle Show skit where he has like a dancer in the car and she's dancing all around and her titty pops out?
Oh yeah.
He does like a slow motion action shot to him noticing that her titty popped out.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing.
Central was like a different beast back then.
Oh yeah. Here's what this topic is, and it's crazy. I saw well, it was shared by everybody, but I like this Hollywood producer here, Carol Baum, on the left here, said that Sydney Sweeny is not pretty and wonders what anyone sees in her. Said she's a bad actor. Bad actress. And I don't know. I have to say this. I've never seen her in anything. Yeah, and this bitch on the right, on the left is saying this, like, come on.
Look at that bang curl. She didn't even fray the bangs out correctly. You could see the actual curl still left.
Yeah, it's crazy to say.
Did you see Bird Box? I heard it was kind of good.
I saw Bird Box. It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right.
I'm not a big Sandra Bullock fan, but she looked okay in Speed, even though she had the heat bang wife haircut.
So you're not like a big fan of The Net?
The Net. That's like some Y2K.
That's how you know, like, my age.
Everybody was
That's how you
so
know my age for
afraid
sure.
of the internet, like.
That's definitely showing my
Like
age.
everyone thought they were gonna get doxxed on a daily basis.
I definitely saw The Net in theaters in 1995. So
Really?
say that. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that movie in theaters. That's a memory.
Why? Like
I
Sandra
don't know.
Bullock had that much of a pull?
Yeah, because it was after Speed. Speed was like what 94. Yeah, Speed was like the year before. Everything she did after was like a big deal. I remember that.
No, I know. I remember like
The Net was like a big deal. The Net probably made tons of money. I'm gonna search it. The Net numbers. I'm trying to find the numbers. The Net box office. I gotta search Box Office Mojo for that. Let's see how The Net did. I'm sure it did fucking gangbusters, man. Back then, where people would actually go to movies. You know, like, yeah. It made tons of money. I'm looking this up. It made like 50 million. 50 million domestic in
I don't know if you
1995.
noticed that shit, but I remember you saying we were going to was ghetto. There was a fucking black blotch on the left to
Yeah,
right.
that
of
theater
the screen
sucks.
the whole fucking time, and it took me out of like so many fucking scenes where I was just looking at this blemish on the goddamn fucking background.
Yesterday when I saw Civil War, there's like flickering going on in the film stock, and I could tell it was from the projector. It was not from the movie. It was the projector.
We probably could have got our money back. You know, like we could have just
Probably you
complained
probably
about-
could. I don't know, man. They probably are used to all the complaints there. You know, like it's not a high run theater. It's cheaper though. It's cheaper than
And
the
it
other.
sucks they got rid of the arcade section, which was when you go.
It's still
to the
there.
front-
No, yeah, I
when you
guess
go,
it is
like, the
gone.
front
It's gone.
Desk
Yeah.
to get your tickets. It's to the right, and it's tucked away. They had some good ass shit in that little spot. They had one of the best arcade games I ever played was Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's a
that
great
shit
one.
was insane. 'Cause
But can you believe that this bitch is saying this about this big titted vixen over here? Come on.
why would you be surprised by that? I mean, look at her. She just got out of a hot comb and a steam bath.
Well, she's been obliterated by all the people online, which is not surprising because, yeah, I mean, honestly,
If you
she's
think
incredibly
Sydney Sweeny
attractive.
doesn't
Come
have
on.
a whole army of cucked out acolytes. You're
Yeah, this is
insane.
a- this is a
that is
perfect-
not somebody to go to war with.
This is a perfect view of Sydney Sweeny right here in this photo.
You know what that Civil War movie should have been with? It's just Sydney Sweeny versus every bitch in the world that doesn't have tits. And I want to see that fucking fight.
Here's a comment from Twitter. Carol, you are 70. Make bitchy and wrong comments with friends in private. Yeah. How a producer Carol Baum, who looks like this, criticized Sydney Sweeny, saying she isn't pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna bite you. That's the kind of thing. It's gonna bite you. And Sydney Sweeny, her agents have sort of, as they say, clap back. I don't like that comment. I don't like that term, clap back.
Well, you didn't have to say it.
I'm reading the headline here. They clap back.
Oh.
But I agree. I don't like the saying. I would have said fire back or something. I don't know.
Claps back.
Claps back.
That means there's plural claps.
Yeah.
It sounds like she has like three different vaginas. all
Someone
going
in
at
wardrobe
once.
knows. The people in all these shows, they know how to dress this girl. I'll say that. They really know what to do. Get her some low cut shit. Yeah. They know what to do here.
Yeah, and we could say the same thing about Ziegler. People who want to force their titties up in a push-up bra. It goes both ways.
Yeah, her agents have said it's sad that a woman in the position, she's a Hollywood reporter, but a Hollywood producer. A woman in her position would share her expertise and experience, choose to attack another woman. It's true. It's
What does she
not-
produce?
I'm not quite sure. Carol Baum, I'll search her.
Other than awful photos that I
That's a
don't want
good,
to look
yeah,
at.
I mean, awful looking person. A couple favorites by you. Fly Away Home.
Yeah,
Buffy-
I fuck with that movie.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie from 1992.
I never saw that, but I like the show.
You never saw the movie?
But Fly Away Home, I like that movie a lot. That's with
Surprised you never saw the movie.
What's her name? Fuck. That gap-tooth bitch.
Father of the Bride. I know you're a huge fan of that. You're a huge Martin Short head.
No, I'm not, but you know it's weird? For the first time I saw that movie.
You've never seen it?
A couple days ago, and there's a sequence where Steve Martin and his daughter are playing basketball.
Right.
And he sees her as like, you know,
an
how
adult.
she is. That actress is kind of hot in a
She's an
homely
adult
kind
now.
of way, you know, kind of.
I don't mind those.
big-titted Sydney Sweeny freak, but
I
she's
don't
still
mind.
pretty hot.
I'll go on record
And
and
then
say
they
I don't
do
mind
a
those.
montage where they're
movies.
playing basketball and passing it back and forth, and she's like a little kid, and he's
And now
doing
she's an
like behind the back, through the leg shit. I don't like Steve Martin though. I don't fuck with him. I mean,
Well,
the Jerk is okay.
yeah, the Jerk's really good, man. Come on.
I don't know
Three
if that's it. I mean,
Amigos. No, I kind of like. I don't know. I think I kind of like Steve Martin. I don't know about that.
what else?
I think all in all, I like Steve. I
Did
like
you ever
the
see
Jerk, I like
Roxanne
Three
when he has the
Amigos.
big ass nose?
I've seen Roxanne. I think I kind of like Steve Martin. I don't know. I think he kind of pulls his weight. I like that movie. I like that show, even though where they're in the building, the murders in the building. It's okay.
Yeah, but that's more just because you like what's her name, Selena Gomez.
That's the only. Actually, honestly, I didn't.
And
Really like her in
I
that.
fuck with Martin Short heavily. I don't care if he's doing a bad job or not. I'll back him.
No,
regardless.
I really have to say, like, I don't mind Steve Martin. I think he's pretty good. I like some of the old clips he had with SNL, all that shit.
I don't know. I see his like stand up being this. Like
You're
his
not a
big
wild and
act
crazy
is,
guy.
like,
I think that's
some
what it is. You need to get more
king
wild and crazy.
awful song, and then he like puts on a head thing where it's like an arrow went through his head, and he plays the banjo. I don't want to see that kind of shit.
Yeah, he does play the banjo. This lady has actually come back and said she regrets saying this, so she's already started to backpedal, which is what you do in Hollywood. You backpedal.
Did you see Euphoria at all?
I've never seen Sydney Sweeny act in anything. I have to say, I have the full disclosure. I've never seen her act in anything. I'm sure she's awful.
I saw
That's
Euphoria
not the point of
season
her.
1. By the time season 2 came around, my Apple TV removed the HBO access, which is fucking awful.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
not the
have-
point of her. I'd
do
rather
you have
see her in a
Euphoria
horror
on
movie.
Plex?
Put her in a horror movie. Put her in a horror movie. Make her the fucking final girl, and have her clothes being torn off the whole time. That's what you do with this girl.
Is Euphoria on Plex?
No, it's on HBO Max. I've never
You
seen it.
got to get to Plex because my plan is when I get the new television is to just pay for Plex and not pay for anything else.
Oh yeah, you should.
Do you? I feel like Plex should pay like residuals out for users to where the amount of people they get to join like their version of like Discord, they should pay like almost like YouTube does or Twitch, a certain percentage of money just from them being on their quote unquote server or something, which
Yeah,
is
the only
like me like having access to your Plex account or something,
My only reference to Euphoria is a little joke video I've seen by Normal World, and I'll play the video. This is my only reference to Euphoria. Here you go.
Normal World.
Yeah, they make fun of a lot of stuff.
I like that
channel.
name. It sounds like a good video game.
David Landau is a funny
Like
comedian.
Vector Man.
The first time I saw Zur,
It's looking really gay.
I knew we would be together.
I don't know.
The two of us. Or a third.
Teenagers.
And
This guy's
drugs.
like 40.
The two of us and drugs.
I just wanna do some drugs. I don't care where they're from. Pass the pipe to the fun. Let's go out and play with guns.
What we're really trying to do here is something original. Something people have never seen before.
If you're gonna keep sleeping with my father, then I'm gonna keep doing drugs, okay?
The last time a show was made about teens having sex and doing drugs, like a couple weeks ago, it didn't quite have this amount of sex and drugs in it, so we are really breaking new ground here.
So my parents are throwing an orgy for my 14th birthday party. If you want to come over and do it with cool kids.
Yeah, I'll think about it, but my parents want me to go to rehab again.
I have not seen a show like this in the last 2 months. This has never been done before.
And here's the crazy part. It actually has been done before. We purchase old Seth Rogen scripts that Judd Apatow doesn't even want. We add more sex and more drugs, and then add like a depth of field bokeh to it. So it feels like it's a little more avant-garde, a little artistic.
No.
And then on top of that,
Johnny.
more sex and drugs. Then, get this, we do the drugs in slow motion. So it makes it feel like when you're watching it, you're on drugs too.
Yes, and plus I want to make a movie show about young children having sex.
No, what he means by young children is like young adults, 18 years of age.
No, I mean young small children, like about this tall with tiny mouth.
No. You can cut this, right? This is a conversation for later. Best part of the show is that it makes millennials feel young, and Gen Zs are forced to like it. Because their friends are like, what, you don't like this show? What, do you not do drugs and have sex with your friend's parents? Yeah. If they don't immediately run to social media and tell...
You gotta be having sex with your friend's parents. But, Sydney Sweeny getting judged unfairly. I fully support Sydney Sweeny, and she needs a lot of support, but not in the area I'm thinking of, more like in the Vestal area. She needs a load of support. There's two good things about her that I think everyone loves, and those two things are obvious. That's all I'll say. You get that joke, right? Lovitz, you get that joke? Am I crazy?
She's kind of our version of Marilyn Monroe.
I mean, honestly, she's it's funny to hear someone say she's not pretty. I think she's very obviously pretty. You know, like that's the least she's got going for her. It's you know, I'm sure she's not super skilled. Wasn't she a porn star or something? I thought she was.
No,
I think she was, dude. I'm telling you. I'm almost positive. I think she was a porn star first.
You mean the name?
No, like her. Like her was a porn star. Yes.
No. You think if that happened, that she would have a career, it would be over.
No, dude, look it up. She was a porn star. I'm not joking. That is not a joke. I'm almost positive. Or someone on U4 it was. I think it's her. Yeah, I'm almost positive it was her. She's a porn star and then did this. And then this is another thing.
If that was the case, nobody would be interested in any of it.
No, I don't think so, man. I think it's more interested now. No one cares about that anymore. That's fine, right? What's the difference? Porn star, actress, same thing, right? Cho jeans, no Cho jeans.
No gag gifts, and Julie gave me Cho jeans, and I almost killed myself.
Yeah. I'm on the border of getting these Cho jeans, and I'll say, like, I look at them, I see them on Amazon. I might be getting some Arizona jeans that are Cho jeans. That's the brand.
Do you
Arizona
wear a
jeans.
belt?
Do I wear a belt? I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm size 28 waist.
And is it out of self-defense?
I wear a belt because I have to, because it's a little loose, my parents. So I have to kind of wear the belt.
Take a belt and strangle somebody.
Yeah. No, yeah, you could.
Well, like if you're
wear a belt,
if you're saying like Jason Bourne, what's that Tom Cruise fucking shit where he's like a badass?
Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Jack Reacher.
Jack
Reach
Reacher.
Around.
Jack Reach Around.
You gotta know that like there's a bunch of fake Tom Cruise porn called Jack Reach Around. If it doesn't exist, it needs to. I mean, come on, people.
You sure about that? You sure about that? That's why? You sure it wasn't because after the thing that happened to me, no one could look at me without dying laughing?
This is the last Grossman. Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon!
Oh, okay. Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
I got a Tom Cruise clip. I had to throw in here. And this is near and dear to your heart.
You
love
what the fuck is that Tom Cruise movie where his parents go away and he has
Risky Business.
Prostitute?
Yeah, I've seen Risky Business. Come on.
Yeah, that movie's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
It's got Booger in it. I think Booger's his best friend.
You know what's crazy? Because I was watching that.
It reminds me of that movie Milk Money with Melanie
Oh, I
Griffith.
like that movie. I like that movie as a kid, but basically I just wanted to see that prostitute naked. That was like my whole.
Yeah.
I only watched that movie because I was like, oh, I think she's gonna get naked. I remember like being a young.
Milk Money.
I don't know how old I was. But how old is Milk Money? I saw it like probably that year it came out.
I don't know, just the name
Yeah,
itself,
1994.
you know what you're in for.
Yeah, fuck. Who is that? Is that Melanie Griffith? Yeah. She was fucking hot in that movie.
That, and she's in this movie with
That's how old we are when we could say Melanie Griffith was hot.
this movie with Jeff Daniels that's supposed to be pretty good with Ray Liotta. I think Jonathan Demme made
I'm gonna play the trailer for Milk Money, and I'm gonna say this on I don't know the trailer. I've never seen it because I've seen the movie, but it's gonna have a bad voiceover actor. That's my prediction. Here you go.
I know a place where the girls are naked all the time.
Where is this? What are you talking about?
The city.
Sooner or later, every boy has questions about the facts of life.
It says in this magazine that there's a spot on a woman you can touch to drive her completely insane.
What are you studying? Religion?
Sex.
For answers, Frank Wheeler and his friends went to the city
You take your clothes off for $103.62. Oh.
and hired an expert.
Are you, what I think you are?
Oh my God. Look at the way she walks. That is bad. It is. It's very, very bad. Look, over there, it's a girl. What do you say?
Thank you.
Dad, this is V. V, this is Dad.
Hello.
Oh, Dad.
What's she doing here?
Her car broke down.
Yeah, but who is she?
No smoking, no swearing, and don't take your clothes off for money. You gotta get rid of her. She'll tell our parents. She's not gonna tell. She's my friend. Marry my dad. People like your dad don't marry women like me. I told him what you did, and he didn't mind. She's Brad's new math tutor.
I love that they got a Randy Newman song. Like, oh, she's a whore, but
This movie's fucked.
It's really strange.
I bet you're really good at it.
For the father's dead wife.
Yeah, she's fucking good in this, though, man. I'd
He's
say
like
she's
all
still.
into
looks
it.
good.
There's only one
God,
way to
he's
find
like a toxic Avenger.
Yeah, she's looking good though.
out. I need some help with my homework. What's the subject? This is a woman. Is it true there's a place on a woman you can touch to make her completely insane?
In my experience, there is no such place.
Poor man. She's funny, she watches cartoons, and she likes ice cream. She scores a 98 out of a possible 100, losing 1 point because she's a total stranger, and the other because your entire relationship is based on a lie.
You only lose 1 point for that?
This is motherfucker.
I feel a strong, almost mammalian pull
Yeah, was
towards
he
you.
in his like underwear?
He's sitting next to his son with his suit on and like no underwear.
I was noticing that. It's really weird.
This movie's fucked up. Who
Melanie
directed
Griffith, though,
this shit?
man. Looking good. Looking good, Melanie Griffith there.
Melanie Griffith.
Say it again.
What?
A mammal.
Ed Harris, mammalian.
Yes, that's it. Which brings us to sex.
Milk money.
Here we go. Milk Money. Classic perverts movie right there. Pervert Hollywood at its best.
Yeah, that and the Little Rascals.
Oh yeah. Speaking of perverts and anyone who likes Pokemon, total perverts. Am I right? Well, I know, Love, you're a lifetime Pokemon Go fan, right? You've played Pokemon Go.
No, fuck them. I've been excommunicated.
Aren't you like a Pokemon Go like fanatic?
I feel like a priest who like devoted their whole life to this cause, and then I've been banished. You know.
Oh yeah, because you got rid of your DS, your 3DS.
Yeah, it's fucked up because
you want to play, but 3DS.
I spent a lot of time and fucking work on trying to max that shit out. So fuck them.
You feel like a valiant renegade, like this guy on the right here.
I don't know. You talking about some weird blue-haired trans?
No, I'm thinking of like you see right here on the left here, on the right here, it says Valiant Renegade.
Oh, speaking of which, we can go into like any bathroom or locker room we want in the world.
Right, we can do whatever we want now.
I mean, I might just slap on a blonde wig and just perv out.
Go to town, right?
Who's gonna stop me?
No one.
George
I mean, not Planet Fitness, not George Michael, not Michael Cera. No one. It's a free for all, man. It's a fucking free for all.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Speaking of pieces of shit, Pokemon Go, which is a piece of shit app that is not a good game. Terrible. I mean, it's funny. I know you like actual Pokemon. This is like not Pokemon. It's not even close. It's like the mechanics of fighting are not even close to Pokemon. It's just such a joke. This is basically like I don't know what it is. It's basically like a walk around, spend your money on eggs and incubators and other crap. It doesn't have a lot of relation to actual Pokemon. But now they've made their avatars, which is I have to say, a very limited part of the game. It's not really part of the game. It's like it's like one screen where you can see your avatar. So I have to say, everyone kind of freaking out about this is kind of retarded. And that's how the internet is these days. Everyone's very overreactionary and retarded, and you know.
I'm retarded?
Knock those together.
No.
Holy shit!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got my retard clips lined up together.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if it was an accident, but I got placed in some kind of retard classes. Remember when we were in Millstone and they had those trailers?
Really?
For everybody, you know, like during the construction of the middle school, everyone was.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we were they were constructing our school. They put us in trailers. I remember this.
And I was looking at myself like, damn, am I retarded? Like, I really asked myself, you know. And
you had that Scott Bakula moment.
He had
there,
that
right?
weird freak out where he put on Amanda Cardi's gloves and was totally naked. Other than that, in the women's bathroom, and it was like a huge incident that like all the teachers had to. Like,
I remember this. Yeah, I
deal with
remember
it.
this.
And the whole time I was thinking, like, that could have been me.
Yeah.
And also, I remember a vivid memory of Jesse getting thrown down the hill, and everyone throwing rocks at him.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was like a villain, a straight up
He was a
fucking
villain.
villain.
He He was a villain, and it was all from.
But his brother also sold weed and
hurt people, man. That's what it was. He was like getting beat
What
up.
is that
by
from? Shit. Oh.
I mean, it's from everything. I mean, he was getting beat up by his father.
Like
He was getting beat by his father, so he took it out on everyone else. You know.
No, hurt people.
Sad thing, but true.
From something.
It's from a lot of things. But the new update on Pokemon has changed the avatars to look like these. I don't know. I can't like this person in this fucking photo doesn't even look like a woman or a male. Like I can't even tell what the fuck they are. You know, like what the fuck is that? Is that a girl, or is it a guy dressing up as a girl?
It could be like a mullet, or like
I can't tell. There's no curves. No curves, no bulges, no tits.
That 70s guitar group, the Winters brothers, where they're like silver white hair and
Edgar Winter.
Yeah, and they play the fuck out of shit. I like them.
Yeah, Edgar Winter is kind of like a progressive kind of rock kind of shit.
Yeah, it's like prog rock bullshit. There was a lot of prog rock bullshit.
Shit, though, I would take prog rock any day of the week compared to what we got now. Like, come on. Gonna go watch Taylor Swift's new Eras tour or something?
Prog rock 70s Edgar Winter bullshit versus what?
Taylor Swift or
Oh well, yeah. I didn't know that was the I thought you were gonna
how about like Imagine Dragons?
That was like
Imagine Dragons. Imagine that bullshit. Yeah, but look at this. Grums, I like this name Grums, has said the choices are good. It's good to have choices. I was watching that. Remember I was playing that Harry Potter game? It was kind of cool to have all these ridiculous choices. I do agree. But you made everyone the same, ugly, and erased women. That's the problem, man. You don't want to erase women.
It's like, am I gonna have to raise this rape baby, or can I throw it in the trash?
Right. And this guy says, why catch Snorlax when you can be the Snorlax, right? Or actually,
it's interesting that the new format kind of made Snorlax somewhat relevant. Because,
really?
Yeah, this move called Snore, where if you don't switch out the turn afterwards, you fall asleep. And you can fall asleep for 1 to 5 turns max.
Oh, that sucks. So you're basically getting beat like
you
shit.
Just immobilize.
Yeah, that sucks.
So some fat, white, half black piece of shit is going to make you somewhat fall asleep. You know, it's like getting roofied.
Yeah, and look at this. This is terrible, too, for someone who actually likes this game. I actually deleted it off my phone, and my wife and kids are upset about it. I didn't spend much time on it as they did. Refunding everything we can do. RIP. Here we go. I got my avatar as feminine as I could, and then I did a rocket balloon, and then it made me lose all my hope. Okay, bring back femininity. Bring
back OJ.
Get OJ back. Bring back OJ. I agree with that.
You think someone will make a OJ zombie cameo?
I mean, you like Pokemon, so you kind of get this stuff. Look at this. Look at this awful avatar. Look how it was kind of like a feminine kind of girl here, and then they add no curves, ugly face.
But isn't that just the angle of the shot?
No, because you can see kind of like right here how she's got kind of a cute face, you know. Like then you got this.
Yeah, no, I'm like way too invested into Pokemon. That's
you got that ugly face.
Wow, have been like the biggest hindrance to my fucking existence. It's just not good.
And then this was funny. Japanese people are already starting to make fun of this. Grum says Japanese fans are roasting Pokemon Go. It's hilarious. So yeah, look at this.
This bitch is built like Mike Patinsky.
Yeah, she's definitely built like Patinsky. And then look at total cankles. Look what the Japanese translation here is. It looks like you can have a Pokemon battle without Pokemon.
You know, when I said the cankle comment, I was hoping somebody would know what I was referencing, but
I didn't think about it till you said that now, so I'll say that. But
he's straight.
He's not a universal. He's not a universal thing, Mike Patinsky. I'll say that.
No, I mean there's a lot of dirt grubs. Like
there's not a lot of dirt grubs with cankles like
Max
that. A cankle dirt grub is rare.
From a couple times, right outside of the Dairy Queen.
Right. Getting weed outside the Dairy Queen. That's that's an American experience
in itself. It shows you how low we had to go sometimes.
Yeah, getting dirt weed outside of Dairy Queen. Very American experience.
The weed was like full of seeds. Like there
Totally.
was like barely any weed in it.
Yeah, because they grew it themselves and they kept the male plants too close. That's what happens. That's how you get seeds. Everybody, you get seeds when you keep the male plants too close.
Where like I had to go to Jesse's house and he'd pull out his dick bong and make me look at photos of his brother having sex with his girlfriend. And I was like,
or his sister.
Man,
naked.
I just want to buy a gram and get out of here. Like,
I've seen his sister naked a couple times, which is creepy.
I know, it's just,
but I don't mind.
I'm just trying to get through the week. Like, I don't need a whole.
Here you go.
On your,
people have complained. Let's see this. Please change it back. This update is bad as the remote raid nerfs. I don't know what they're talking about, but I get nerfs because I played Warcraft, so I understand nerfs.
I don't know what raid nerfs are,
but you get it. Something you like, and then they nerf it. So I think that's the vibe, right? Like Warcraft.
Yeah,
remember?
I know all too well. I've been fucking playing. I'm trying, like platforms of a game that just gets neutralized.
Have you seen the new Warcraft expansion?
No, who's the villain?
God, I don't know. We'll play it after this. Let me go through this, then I want to play the new thing because I haven't watched it for I haven't watched it.
Well, you brought it up like you already knew what the answer was.
I know there's new expansion just because it's WoW and they always have a new expansion. But this person says, I can't stop laughing. Look at everyone's hideous avatars. Yeah, look at this. Look at how this was this girl's like hot kind of little girl avatar. And then they make it to this. Where honestly, even the skin color is like gray and disgusting. Like, ugh. And no curves. Get rid of curves because that's too, you don't want to mess with people with that. And then now someone said their avatar looks like a lesbian. Here you go. That's what it looks like. That does look like that looks like a super.
Why do they have the Verizon wireless logo on the shirt?
I don't know, but I think when you look like this, Subaru should give you like an Outback or an Impreza.
Do you have any plaid jeans or shorts or any kind of attire?
I think I did when I was like I think I did when I was like 13.
I think I have a couple of shirts like that
I think
Chicken gave me.
I think a lot of lesbians.
I'm not going to turn down free clothes, but
I think a lot of lesbians
had plaid. I've never had plaid.
I think lesbians dress like men from like
look at those hips.
2000s era.
They look like like there's gills on each end.
Might as well be, right? I'm not trying to be toxic here, but what is this weirdo potato shaped body going on?
The Civil War movie should have included was Atlantis.
And apparently Pikachu has officially come out as gay. Pikachu is now.
See that. He's been a cuck. I thought so being a cuck to being a
here's a good example. Look at this.
Oh, Cillian is perfect.
But look at this character. Like you can see some curves on her body, like which looks feminine. And then look at this. Like what is going on here? Jesus.
Wow, they really
They really did it. Because like you can tell
changes like that.
I mean, you can tell right here that this character did not like update anything.
It feels like
same outfit, same everything.
Like some weight issues, and everyone has to now
I mean, this is the one that I think I see the most. Where like, yeah, I can see it. They didn't like it's the same character.
All the women I work with, they're talking about like hot girl summer stuff. Was like, I don't want to see any of you in a bikini or anything even close to it. This hot girl summer shit needs to die right away.
Yeah. Yeah, gross looking characters here. Terrible, man. I want to see my women with why not make them hot, right? You know, if I'm gonna watch this, I want to have them hot. That's how you know, why not? Why not? All right, let's check out the
trying to sell to.
Let's see this World of Warcraft expansion. I'll show you this. Let's see what you think. We're gonna deal with it. The War Within. That is the next World of Warcraft expansion. Here you go.
My visions are not the same as the others. No radiant.
You know where they're at, right? They're on that island. Remember, what is that shit?
Blood Elf.
No. But remember, they fly to that. What's that little floating city that they're at? You know what I'm talking about? That floating city where she just flew
they
to?
look like Blood Elf stuff.
Oh, it's like a floating city, man. No, they're definitely Blood Elves. But what is this city that they're going to?
My visions are not
Watch it. Right there. What's that floating city? Is that like, remember this place? You know it. I know you know it.
Yeah, it's when I had a Lions Twinks, I had to go through it. It's
they had
Silver Moon or Silver Moon or some silver shit.
No. It's a world. No. It's higher than that. It's a higher realm than that.
Oh yeah, I really only know lower level stuff for twinking. I don't know the higher level stuff because I didn't raid.
I'm gonna tell you the name, and you're gonna know what it is. It's Dalaran.
Same as the others.
Looks cool.
No radiant.
You don't remember Dalaran? You remember Dalaran? Come on.
Yeah, no. Fuck, that was like 60s when Death Knights got introduced to the game.
Oh yeah,
that's that era of shit.
That era.
Death Knights got introduced.
Definitely around that era.
No song. Just the shadow taunting me.
This game's still going
from below.
Taunting.
Wow,
was that?
I said, "WoW owe us money."
Yeah, everybody money, right? Anyone who's played this game, they owe money.
That's a nice pause right there. It looks like some Mummy 3 shit.
I always like the insects that they do.
What do you think of Rachel Weisz?
What was that?
The British actress Rachel Weisz from the Mummy franchise.
She's good. I like her.
It's funny, they tried to make her Egyptian in like the later movies, like she's connected to that whole lineage. She doesn't look Egyptian.
The mummy sees her and thinks she's the Egyptian fucking princess, which is insane. But hey, Cleopatra is Greek descent, so that's some truth right there. No one wants to talk about that.
Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor.
Look, some of these areas don't look new at all because they just look like other. I don't know. This all looks the same. Like this area right here, I feel like I've seen before. Like I feel like I've seen.
When is Game of Thrones coming back?
It's not.
What the fuck?
Oh, you mean House of Dragons?
Well, just in general, the whole
House
franchise.
of Dragons comes back in the summer, but then there was going to be a Jon Snow show that got canceled because Kit Harington said that the stories were terrible, so that got canceled. But basically, House of Dragons.
What else does that fucking piece of shit have going on?
I mean, I'll give him this. At least he said like he didn't force the show. You know, he said everything.
What else does he have going that?
No, but he said like all the stories that his group.
Himself from that.
like all his stories that the group presented to make for like a post Game of Thrones show, he said weren't good. So he says like I'm not going to do something that's not good. So at least there's something, some value to him where he said like I'm not going to do something bad.
But what is his opinion of what's good or not valid?
I don't know. Good question.
What if it's really good and he's just being a pompous douchebag?
That could be. We never know.
That looks good.
Get that Zeppelin in there. Get the light out.
The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife. And our battle lies deep within.
Sylvanas is a bad bitch, by the way. We all know that, right?
So for all those people who complain that we don't talk about gaming stuff anymore,
who are those people?
You just got breastfed.
There you go. We still talk about Warcraft. I mean, I guess we're the only ones talking about Warcraft.
Sylvanas is just lactating in all these nerds' mouths.
Yeah. The elf, the night elf, right? Or what is she? Is she a night elf or blood elf?
Like some dark elf.
She's got to be blood elf, right?
Got, like, converted or
she's
something.
Blood elf.
Yeah. Like a
horde elf. I support a horde elf any day of the week. I think she's still.
I support a horde.
She's leader of the horde, right? Yeah. Is she leader of the horde still?
I don't know. I can't keep up with the fucking lore of all this shit.
Or is it Vol'jin? I think Vol'jin might be the leader of the horde. The troll.
I had the same issues with like Lord of the Rings. Like I can't remember all the lore for every single fucking midget that shows up.
But we all kind of agree Anduin's kind of like a faggot, right? Anduin's the faggot.
Most of the time, we can agree on somebody's a faggot. Just you gotta pick him out.
It's gonna be Anduin, right?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I had to throw something semi-relevant in there.
Oh my god, is that just still going?
Yeah, that'll happen. It's apparently coming out. Who knows?
We gotta watch it. I mean, as much as I don't want to, we have to.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lull
I feel like we're legally obligated.
And I feel like there is a little bit of a lull in terrible content that I need to exploit. So I'm excited.
Really, you're complaining that there's not enough horrible shit about.
I need more horrible stuff to talk about.
There's not enough awful stuff getting made.
Not enough yet. There really isn't. I'm looking at all my other sources of trying to make fun of shit, and yeah, I feel like there needs to be more. There needs to be more bad shit to make fun of.
I don't even know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. I need Lord of the Rings to come out so I can make fun of it.
Wait, the woman that killed the cave troll,
Galadriel.
Who's she outside of this whole franchise? Is she looking good or bad or?
I don't know, actually. I mean, she was in that movie Maud or something. Maud something.
Oh, the A24.
Yeah, it was an A24 movie. Maud.
Yeah, I heard it was fucking good.
I don't know her name. I forgot her name just because she's horrible in this show. So
yeah, but anything A24 related, I'll give it a shot. You know, like I give it a chance.
Yeah, I get it, but I used to do that with Focus Features, and then Focus Features started to shit the bed, and A24 will do the same thing.
Where did what was the release that Focus Features turned you off on?
Oh God, I mean, it was just countless. It was like probably like 10 movies that it was just like, okay, yeah, this is not like a cool studio anymore. Morphin Clark is the name of the actress, and I don't know, she's okay. She looked better when she was younger.
Was made up.
When I saw her, like, she looks better with this like darker hair. Like, I'll show her here, and I think she is very attractive in this photo. Like, she's better than the Amazon show. I would have had her look like this. But again, I think she's like 10 years younger. You know, like, there is that. She's younger there. But I think she looks better with the darker hair.
Damn, her first name is fucking crazy.
Morphin?
I thought you said Morphin, like Morphin Mighty Power Rangers.
I think she must be Irish, I'm going to say. Maybe Welsh? Sweet? I don't know. Welsh? It's a weird name. Either Irish or Welsh. It sounds Gaelic or something. Morphin. I don't know.
Is that Irish movie where it's like the guy from Gangs of New York and Colin Farrell together, but they hate each other?
Yeah, that's a good movie, man.
Is that worth watching?
Yes, The Banshees of Inisherin. Yeah, oh yeah. That's a great movie. It's a weird movie.
When I eventually get my new television, I'm gonna try and see that. You know, like because
I'll play a trailer.
You said when you buy new shit like that, you can pay for certain access to apps.
I mean, if you get a certain TV, you'll be able to get Plex downloaded. Okay. But here is the Banshees of Inisherin's trailer. This is a good trailer, man. I'll play it because I do love this movie. Love it.
I like the writer a lot.
I like everybody involved.
Sonny, Larry, didn't you and he used to be the best of friends?
We're still the best of friends.
No, you're not.
Who says we're not? Sit somewhere else.
Now, if I've done something to you, just tell me what I've done to you.
But you didn't do anything to me. I just don't like you no more.
You didn't like me yesterday.
Why does he not want to be friends with you no more? What is he, 12?
What the hell's going on with you, me feckin' brother?
He's dull, Siobhan.
But he's always been dull.
The other night, 2 hours you spent talking to me about the things you found in your little donkey shite that day.
Well, it wasn't me little donkey's shite. It was me pony's shite, which shows how much you were listening.
If you don't stop talking to me,
Colin,
and if you don't stop bothering me, I have a set of shears at home, and each time you bother me from this day on, I'll take those shears and I'll take one of my fingers off with them, and I'll give that finger to you until I have no fingers left. Does this make things clearer to you?
Fuck.
Really, no. Starting from now. But shush like, Polly. You know, shush like.
Yeah, I'd shush like. Would you not want him to have to do the one finger to see you bluffing like?
No, we wouldn't.
Because worse comes to worse, he can still play the fiddle with 4 fingers, I bet ya.
Going back to your own gang now, Polly.
I'm talking to me! Are you?
Why aren't you talking to Porrick no more?
That wouldn't be a sin now, would it, Father?
No, but it's not very nice either, is it?
Do you know who we remember for how nice they was in the 17th century?
Who?
Absolutely no one. Yeah, we all remember the music of the time. Everyone to a man knows Mozart's name.
I don't, so there goes that theory.
You can't be waiting around for any more of this madness.
Let's just call it quits.
We won't call it quits. We'll call it the start.
Yeah, very nicely shot movie, I'll say. Very nicely shot.
It's fucked up.
Great looking movie.
I mean, it'd be like like one of our inner circle of friends just saying, "I don't want to ever see you, talk to you again."
That's basically it
don't
too. And
don't message me. Anything you send me, I'm gonna treat like it's the plague.
Yeah, there's a very sad sense to it too, in a sense. Like he's very friends with this guy, and then just out of nowhere, not friends. And I think it kind of has to do with, I think the subtext is something to do with the Irish Civil War. There is some weird subtext. I know that. That's kind of happening in the background of this movie, where there's a war going on in the background, and yeah, so that's part of it. The Protestant Catholic thing.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought the In Bruges guy who did this was British, but he's not.
I think he's Irish.
Yeah, I know.
Same kind of thing, right?
I confused him with that Richie motherfucker who did.
Is this Guy Ritchie? Yeah, I think
yeah,
Guy Ritchie's from
I
London.
don't know. I don't know why my circus got fucking rewired for some reason.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie's definitely an Englishman. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little different. Colin Farrell, McDonough. McDonough, a very Irish name too. I know. But yeah, good movie, man. Really good movie. But yeah, that's it for today. Wizard_Shack, and check us out next time.